Transfer flight TLA 300 to Barcelona.
A day and a half still to go till the big match, but at Manchester Airport, fans have been queuing to leave since 3 o'clock this morning. Police now say that up to 50,000 of the Red Army will be making the journey to support their heroes, with only about 35,000 tickets officially allocated. The rest say they're going simply for the atmosphere. Authorities believe they'll make this the biggest ever exodus of British fans abroad to watch a single football match. And it's through Manchester Airport today and tomorrow that the majority are making their way.
This is the busiest 4 days in the airport's history. We've got 225 additional flights over the next 4 days and about 30,000 additional passengers.
Sold my car to get here, I've chucked everything out to get here, you know. It's just one of them things, you've just got to be there. You'd miss it if you didn't turn up.
It's history. It's a one-off match, isn't it? So we'll just probably never happen again.
Bound for Barcelona then, hoping their heroes will make that piece of footballing history and claim a unique treble.
Thousands of Manchester United fans have invaded Barcelona, and some are already camped outside the stadium waiting for kick-off. They've come here from all over the world.
Where have you come from to watch this match?
Punjab, India.
All the way from India, why?
That's right. Well, Man United supporters. Lived in England, so this is a unique opportunity, so I've come down to support the lads.
Is it worth coming all the way?
Absolutely, if you're passionate about your team, you follow them wherever they are.
With the clock ticking down to kick-off, the excitement continues to rise here in Barcelona. Wherever you go, there's a sea of fans who seem to have taken over the city ahead of the final. Both Manchester United and Bayern Munich will have 30,000 inside the ground. Thousands more who can't get in say they just want to be here to soak up the atmosphere.
Fantastic. Absolutely superb. Yeah, it's a joy to be here.
I mean, the atmosphere alone is worth coming for. It's superb. And the weather and everything is great.
Soaking up the atmosphere in Barcelona, aren't you?
There's still no official word about the fitness of David Beckham. He finished training with his right leg heavily strapped. He says he'll be fine. It's the only fitness doubt Alex Ferguson has to deal with before he names his side for the biggest match in his career.
With Beckham match fit, United set off to Barcelona with the hopes of doing the unimaginable, dreaming of once again bringing the European Cup back to Old Trafford. However, their dreams were quickly challenged when Bayern Munich's right midfielder Mario Basler scored a low-driven free kick, beating Peter Schmeichel at the far post after 6 minutes.
And at half-time, United 0, Bayern Munich 1. As the clock ticks on to, well, within 10 seconds of the end of the 90.
With 3 minutes of added...
The impossible just became reality.
I was flat after the game because I just couldn't believe it. And when I got back to the hotel and saw my family, then I was able to enjoy it then.
1999 marked a turning point in Beckham's career. After winning the Champions League to complete the illustrious treble with Man United, the only time an English club has completed the feat.
92 to 99, if you can pick just one moment.
Winning a treble. It doesn't get any better than that.
Unbelievable. You can't beat it. Never experienced anything like that in our lives.
You can't describe it. It's absolutely brilliant.
Happiest day of my life. Happiest day of my life.
It's right up there alongside my son being born.
Well, I think the big problem for me, and I'm a football man really, he fell in love with Victoria. That changed everything, I think. Well, it was a different type of marriage from what you would normally expect of a player, a football player. And because she was quite a famous person, of course, being part of a pop group like that. And so that changed the dynamics of his life, really.
He embraced celebrity.
I think he did, yeah.
Beckham had elevated his play to a world-class level, and when he married Victoria in 1999, it was time to do the same to his image. David Beckham would become Bex. Taking on brand deals and appearances, Beckham, with the help from Victoria, was truly transforming himself from an average footballer to a global superstar.
2 questions about England.
Shall we talk about the haircut first and get it out of the way?
If you want to, go on.
A few years back there was an Ian Botham book, which was the biggest. Then Dickie Bird brought a book out which overtook that. And Alex Ferguson's recent one is sold as many as that, I think. So it's a competition between David Beckham and Alex Ferguson now, I think.
With a transformation in image and popularity came a transformation in wage. When in 2002, Beckham signed a 3-year contract following months of negotiations with the club, mostly concerning extra payments for his image rights. The income from his new contract and his many endorsement deals made him the highest paid player in the world.
Are massive salaries ruining the game?
I think, with Michel Platini's trying hard to get this financial fair play into it, and it's a very difficult area. I don't know how I think that there's always ways around these things, to be honest with you. But I don't know how far it can go. It's in dangerous times, actually, of the game, because of the amount of money that some players are getting paid.
David's, done tremendous well outside of the game, which is obviously, been a big part of his career as well as football. And I think that it was a different era with Bobby Moore. There wasn't obviously the money around.
Do you fear for the future of the game with these massive salaries swirling around?
What happened that somewhere along the line the game will get a rude awakening and it'll level out, it has to. And stability will come along with that. And you've got to also admire the Premier Division. It's a great league. It's a fantastic league. And the television deal allows it to survive, in terms of being able to pay the salaries they're paying.
But it will get a rude awakening.
It'll get a rude awakening somewhere along the line, yeah.
We do realise that we have something to prove. We will be playing our hearts out tomorrow for our fans, our country and ourselves, and hopefully we'll come away with the right result.
Are you at all concerned that you've lost a bit of sympathy with England's supporters after the events of this week?
Once we step onto that pitch, they'll realise and they'll see in the boys' faces that, everything's behind us and we want England to do well.
You don't think this pampered millionaire image that has been put about has slightly rebounded on you? The "who do you hell do you think you are" headlines, that kind of thing?
No, because I think that them headlines will probably always be there whilst, the wages are what they are. But, to be honest, that's always going to be there, as I said. So, we're prepared to, take the criticism, because we've put ourselves out there and we're well prepared to take that. But once we're on the pitch, people will realise how much football does mean to every one of us.
And after the sort of the World Cup, I had to come away and do well that season, and I felt I did. And I've come on from there, and it's made me a stronger person.
Beckham could give that man a knighthood.
Obviously, World Cup, anyone, and we all know that anything can happen once you're there. You've got to have a certain amount of luck, and obviously people are saying that it is too early for this team to go and win a major competition, but I don't feel like it is.
With Beckham's career on the rise, it seemed as though nothing would stop him, both as an elusive right winger and as a media powerhouse. Having qualified for the group stages, spirits were high.
I feel that we can go there, and if we get through the first stages of the competition, then I feel that anything can happen.
With a new manager, Sven-Göran Eriksson, and new captain David Beckham, 2002 looked like the year football would finally come home.
Absolutely fantastic. It's the best day of my life.
But then, disaster struck. Whilst playing for Man United in a Champions League game against Deportivo La Coruña, Beckham broke the second metatarsal bone in his left foot, injuring him for the remainder of the season.
Well, the metatarsal bones are some of the major load-bearing bones within the foot. So if he's broken or fractured one of those, and we see the metatarsal bone here flashing in red on the screen, that means he's going to be unable to take weight through the bone or through the foot, and if he can't do that, he certainly can't play football.
I had a stress fracture in the 5th metatarsal of my left foot. I did it in a game, just running, it just broke down, and it took me 3 months exactly to come back playing.
Very difficult to say at this minute. We're not too sure of the type of fracture he has, but if all goes well and the bone heals up within the 8 weeks, he's still going to be missing a lot of match fitness. So I would imagine he'll probably miss the opening group stages, but if he does come back, I would probably see him initially coming in, playing a substitute role.
What do I think about that?
Do you think that can have any effect?
If it has an effect, please do it, all of you.
The whole business of the Sun calling for people to pray for Beckham, I hope is an elaborate joke, because if it isn't, then we are all doomed.
After the session he had today, he felt very well. No complaints, no pain at all, so that's very positive.
Hopefully this week it'll be great to welcome a few of the players back onto the training pitch, and hopefully David's one of them.
David's slim, tall, angular, human being, natural fit boy, natural athlete. Beckham's natural. So after he gets metatarsal injury, I was very confident that David would have no problem playing the World Cup.
A determined Beckham worked hard to get back from injury in time for the opening group stage game of the competition.
How's the foot?
It's a lot better. I run for the first time 2 days ago on Saturday morning, and it was a little bit achy after, but it's not a problem.
How is the X-ray looking? What are the United physios saying about this?
Well, the callus has formed around the bone, so that's the best sign. The surgeons are really happy with it. They've been looking after me, for the last 4 weeks, watching it carefully, and it's really come on a lot. And the United physios have been watching, obviously, and it's really looking quite good.
Metatarsals mended and old injuries forgotten. The air around the team and their supporters is optimistic.
I'm feeling confident now we've got David Beckham back. That's got to be a very big positive.